I started selling on Amazon a few years ago, and less than 12 months later, I had over $100,000 profit in my bank account. If I had known what I'm about to show you guys in this video back when I started my Amazon business, I would have gotten there in half the time and saved a bunch of money and countless hours in the process. Today, I'm going to condense all my 5 years experience into one video, show you exactly what I would do if I had to start from scratch, and give you all the best advice I wish I had when I started. First things first, guys, you're going to need an Amazon Seller Central account. This is where you're going to run your Amazon business through. All you have to do is go to sellercentral.amazon.com, and where it says create an Amazon selling account, go to sign up right here. We can see it says more than 70% of Amazon sellers generate their first sales in less than 60 days. I want to make sure all you guys watching this video get that significantly quicker. So head over to sellercentral.amazon.com and create a professional seller account. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know your personal situation, but I can tell you that Amazon does not formally require an LLC to get started selling on their platform. It is going to take a couple of days to actually verify your account. So head over and get that Amazon seller account open ASAP. That's step number one. Step number two, guys, is going to be actually choosing the right business model. And this is where so many beginner sellers go wrong. They want to get started doing Amazon private label or Amazon wholesale. Amazon private label is where you buy unbranded products from China, ship them over to you, and then ship them off to the Amazon FBA warehouse, where you have to create the listing, spend a bunch of money on ads, do copywriting, do photography, and actually get traffic and marketing to your listing because you're buying an unbranded, typically crappy product from China. And the two main problems are that it takes a while, literally months in some cases, for the products to actually get here from China. And then you have to ship them off to Amazon, then create demand. And private label is a lot more risky because typically one product to test could be 5 or 10 grand. So you need a way bigger budget, and it's way riskier because all your eggs are in that one basket and you have to spend a lot more money up front on that initial product. Amazon wholesale, similar to private label, is very, very expensive. You're going to need 5 to 10K minimum. Wholesale is buying name brand products in bulk and then flipping them for a profit. The problem is it takes a lot of capital, takes a lot of time because you got to do a lot of cold calling and cold emailing. And overall, wholesale and private label are very, very inferior. They're nowhere near as good as Amazon online arbitrage, which is just buying discounted name brand products from big websites like Kohl's, Walmart, and Target to flip on Amazon for a profit. We don't do any marketing because we're selling big name brands customers already know, like, and trust. We don't need tons of capital. You only need like 1 to 2K to get started. Our eggs aren't in one basket. We sell lots of different products, and if one product goes down in price or stops selling as quick, which rarely happens, you're selling lots of different products at the same time. And overall, online arbitrage is just a lot more simple, easy, and takes less startup capital than Amazon private label or wholesale. That's what I'd recommend getting started with. That's what I used to make over 6 figures profit my first year, and to help tons of my students win quick. We'll pop a whole bunch of student results up here on screen, even getting started part-time. So if you're looking to get started part-time on a low budget and don't want to do any complicated marketing or spend a bunch of money on ads, online arbitrage is the way to go for you. So now that we know how to get our seller account open and we know that online arbitrage is the way to go for beginners, now let's jump inside my Google Chrome browser and take a look at what good online arbitrage products actually look like and show you guys how to find your first couple winners literally just after watching this video, getting started ASAP. Taking a look here at this vinyl product on Target, this is the type of product we sell with online arbitrage. And the cool thing is you can get started doing product research before your Amazon seller account is even verified right here. And it looks like there's a deal for this product. So if I just go ahead and click this here, I can see we can buy 2, get 1 free of this product or a lot of other vinyls like this. So we can see this $32 buy cost, we're actually getting 3 for the price of 2, which makes it cheaper. Taking a look over here on Amazon, we can see this same vinyl, literally that same Pink Floyd vinyl, is going for $45 in the buy box. So this is where we want to be as sellers here, guys, in the buy box. So if we can buy this for $32 and buy 3 for the price of 2, there's probably going to be some profit margin there, right? But you're thinking to yourself, okay, there's shipping, there's fees. Obviously, we have to pay for the product. How do I actually know if a listing's profitable here? And that's where the 2 pieces of software you want to use as a beginner come in. Now, a lot of people think that you need a ton of complicated and expensive software to do Amazon FBA product research. That's not true whatsoever, guys. All you need to do is use these 2 cheap $20 per month each Chrome extensions, guys. You want to get a 2-week free trial of the SellerAmp Chrome extension right here, which you just go to selleramp.com, get that locked in, then download the SellerAmp Chrome extension. and then the Keepa Chrome extension right here as well. So Seller Amp and Keepa right here, Keepa. Seller Amp shows you if a listing's actually profitable today. We'll take a look at how that works in a sec. And Keepa shows if a listing's actually been profitable over time. It's basically like stock charts for Amazon products. So we can see the buy box on this guy is 45 bucks, right? There's also a bunch of reviews and we can see 50 plus bought in the past month. And that's really where Seller Amp comes into big plays, because the last thing we want to do is buy a bunch of products that we don't know if they actually sell. So taking a look over here on the Seller Amp Chrome extension, we can see the best sellers rank is 2,000, which is incredibly good. You want to stay under a 200,000 sales rank. And the estimated sales is 50 plus per month. We just want to make sure we're staying above like 30 estimated sales per month. And then our max cost right here, guys, is $23.56. This is what we want to pay or less in order to hit this criteria of above $3 profit per unit and above a 30% ROI, so return on investment. So if we spend 23, we'd get back about 30, of which $7 would be profit, which is a 30% ROI right there, nice and easy, right? But remember, guys, we're picking this up on target for 32 right here. So plugging in 32, I'm losing money. But we have to remember, guys, there's that buy two, get the third free deal right here. Target Circle, it's free to go ahead and get. So now I basically get like 33% off, or we can do math with Seller Amp. So say we times this by like 2 right here, then we can go ahead and divide it by 3 to figure out what we'd actually pay per unit. And now doing that math right here, basically taking off, 33% from this right here, we can go ahead and see $9 profit and a 44% ROI, and that's after shipping, fees, literally everything here. So we can see that's an example of winning product here, guys, because we can see it sells quick, right? There's good estimated sales, good best sellers rank. The lower the sales rank, the better. Want to stay below 200,000 here. And then we'd see above $3 profit per unit and above a 44% ROI. And the cool thing is shipping from the supplier to you is basically free from every website, and then shipping from you to Amazon, I'm going to show you guys later in this video how to get ungated and how to actually do the shipping process. Nice and easy right there, is already factored in on the Seller Amp calculator. So Seller Amps are taking into account all the fees and all the shipping and stuff like that, right? So we can see right there, Seller Amp shows if a listing's profitable today, and then the Keepa Chrome extension shows if a listing's actually profitable over time. So taking a look here on Keepa, I'd recommend just pausing this and copying these settings once you get it right there. Nice and easy right here. It might not show this bottom chart right here. If it doesn't, just hit graph settings and then select offer counts and ratings right there, right? Nice and easy. Keepa shows if a listing's been profitable anytime on Amazon. So it literally shows the history ever since it was added on Amazon right here. Personally, I'd recommend just clicking the 3-month data, because when you find a winning product doing all-in arbitrage, you just buy like 5 or 10 of them right here to get started, 10 if you need to ungate. More on that later. So we're not buying crazy quantities, right? So we can just take a look at the 3-month data on this item right here. The bottom chart on Keepa, the new offer count, takes into account the competition. So I get asked all the time, how much competition is too much competition on a specific product? Truth be told, it's all just about the trend on an item. We can see in this case, the competition in August was like 24. Now it's in like the 13 to 10 range. So the competition went down. That's ideal. And then the buy box price, the pink line right here, is in like the 40 range. And now it's up in like the 45 range right there. So that makes a lot of sense that this is a good product here. So that's the basics of Seller Amp and Keepa. And now let's actually find a winning product or two here live with you guys watching. If you guys have any questions, make sure to let me know down below in the comments as well. So a lot of beginners think the best way to find winning products is to go to random websites and look through their clearance sections or their sales sections. That's called manual sourcing, and you should never do that as a beginner, because you don't know your favorite brands, your favorite websites, your favorite deals. What makes much more sense, guys, is using what's called the storefront stalking method on Seller Amp, where we can scroll down here on Seller Amp and take a look at the other sellers that carry this product, and we can go ahead and find the people that are making lots of money, aka that have lots of reviews. You want to look for people in like the 20 to like 1,000 review range, so we can make sure they're not wholesalers right here. And then inside their storefronts, we can see all their fastest selling winning products that are already proven to sell well on Amazon. They already have a good sales rank. So now we can see like 134 reviews right here. So let's open that up here. Let's see, take a look here. Yeah, 119. We can take a look at that too. 761 right there, right? Some of these sellers, yeah, 11,000 is probably a wholesaler right there. The nice thing is, when you're looking at all-in arbitrage stuff, just storefront stock it from you. This is what you guys should do. We're going to find some other winning products, literally just storefront stock from here, right? Pretty quickly here, guys, we can see all the brands these sellers carry. So we're seeing other examples of brands people are winning on if you're ever worried about ungating. Going to cover that for you guys in a couple minutes here, right? And we can see all the categories they carry here too as well. And then we can go ahead and find other stuff from here. So we can see like Good Smile Company, Star Wars, et cetera, right here. We can see like, yeah, Nautica, Tommy Hilfiger, Gap, right? So say I want to take a look at some other vinyls, see if there's other good vinyl deals with that Target one. I can just go ahead and click CDs and vinyls right here. And now I can see right here, boom. Okay, so this one has an unknown sales rank, but there's 100 sales per month and a good amount of reviews here. So this probably does sell even though it's an unknown BSR. So let's go ahead and look at that right here, right? 2K sales, let's take a look at that. 2K sales rank right there, that looks great. 2K sales rank right here, that looks great as well. And then the big thing too is we can see like, okay, unknown sales rank, 50 sales per month. We can take a look at that too. So scrolling up, we can take a look at some of these other brands too as well. Say we want to take a look at like Gap or like J. Crew Mercantile, for example here. So like taking a look at Gap here, it's a 270K rank, 120 estimated sales per month right there. A little bit high of a sales rank, but clothing is a pretty big category and there's decent estimated sales per month. So we can open up that as well. Looks like some other variations of these guys too. Take a look at some of these other brands too. Say I want to take a look like Breville products, for example, or Hanes, for example here, right? So we can see like, yeah, 170K rank, 100 sold per month, looks pretty good. 180K rank, 100 sold per month, looks pretty good here. And then we just want to go ahead and we can take a look at these. So for example, right, when you come to a listing like this, once we know it sells well, then we just want to go ahead and see if there's any alerts right here. And we can see this is a generic brand, which means we always want to avoid this because it's listed under the wrong brand on Amazon. So I'm not going to worry about that here, right? We can see this guy, take a look at this Keep It chart, right? We can see no alerts right there, nothing bad, right? The offer count movement, aka the competition movement's really nice right here. The price is nice and steady. I get asked all the time how much competition is too much competition on a specific product. Truth be told, there's amazing listings with 100 sellers and terrible listings with 7 sellers because they had 2 last week and the competition skyrocketed, right? So taking a look here, this is a nice example of good offer count movement and the price is literally going up. So we know folks are making money on this. And now all I need to do is go ahead and hit this Google button on SellerAmp to look this up on the web and see what websites carry this. It looks like it just searched the name of the artist right here, but we can see we can go ahead and add like vinyl to that right here. So we can see Tracy Chapman. It looks like this is out of stock on Target here. I also think, yeah, it's a different color right there. So I don't like that. No problem here. Let's take a look at this guy too as well. 25. Go ahead and plug this in on Google here. Let's see. Yeah, taking a look at this vinyl here. So let's see, does that guy match? It does right there. And so it's so plugging this in, we can see 1950 right here. Then we'll do it times 2 and then divide it by 3 because we're getting 3 for the price of 2. It's a buy 2, get 1 free. Right, so we can see just about break even, not quite there, unfortunately, right here, but we can see the competition did go up, which is leading the price to go down right here. So that makes sense why that guy's not good right there. Taking a look at this guy, we can go ahead and see, plugging this in at a buy box of 50 right here. We can see Target 50 right here. So let's see, it'd be 100 right here. Then we go ahead and divide by 3 right there. So we can see just about break even on that guy too. So I don't like that listing right here. Taking a look at this. Go to variations when it has different colors and sizes. We would want to scroll down here on Keepa and hit variations to figure out what variations sell best here as well. So some of those vinyls were close, right? So let's go ahead and pop up 1 or 2 more of these here and see if we can make any money on these guys. So taking a look here, yeah, we plug in 1 more, 2 of those here. So let's see. So now in the variations tab on Keepa, I want to see if there's any of these that have good offer count movement. So for example, taking a look at that, it's nicely trending down right here. That looks good. I would definitely recommend taking a sec and organizing your Keepa column similar to mine right here. So you can go ahead and see the new offer count history, specifically how well the competition is moving, which is a really good way to tell the best specific variations velocity here. So for example, buy box of 30, then we want to go ahead and get this for $15 or less. So plugging this in on Google right here, we can go ahead and see Sam's Club here has them for $15.60 or $15.06 right here. So $15.06 right here. We can see right there, $4 profit, pretty stable price, 28% ROI as well. And then I also can go ahead to cardbear.com and see if there's any discounted gift cards for Sam's Club right here. So for example, Sam's Club right here, cardbear.com is a really, really good resource to lower buy costs. It's nice and easy to go ahead and use right here. So say we go ahead, yeah, so typically 4% right here, but it's substantially lower right now. So and see, if you're a beginner, you take something like this. It's $4 profit, 27% ROI. That's not bad. So taking a look at this right here, even though it's not quite above 30% ROI, this is still good if you're a beginner. And this is an example of winning prod because when you're a beginner, you're getting the ball rolling here. That's not bad, right? Let's take a look at this next listing right here. Let's take a quick glance at the Keep It chart. So I actually don't like this product just because the offer count movement's a little blocky. People aren't selling out super fast. No thank you on this guy right here. Taking a look at this one here. Kind of same deal. I mean, maybe if the ROI is pretty high on this. Let's see, taking a look at shopping right here. Yeah, okay, Walmart here. Upper bar handle here. Let's see. So taking a look at this. Let's see. Taking a look at this on Walmart here. Let's see. Taking a look here. Okay. But the problem is taking a look at this listing right here, even though it's technically pretty close to being profitable right here, it actually is profitable at that buy cost right there. It is sold and shipped by a third-party seller, and never buy from a third-party seller on Walmart. We can't tell if it's legit, unfortunately, right there. Taking a look at this right here, we can see really nice looking Keep It chart, even though it's an unknown best sellers rank right here. Competition is trending down. Price is nice and steady. I like the look of this listing right here. And then we can see, yeah, Target exclusive right here. That was at 25. So it's actually profitable just out of stock right here. So 25, want to take off 33% right there. That's nice and good right there, but just wasn't in stock right there. We can see another vinyl here is nicely trending right here. So let's see, taking a look at this guy. So $24.99 right here times 2. Then we want to go ahead and divide this by 3 right here. And we can see, boom, $6.74 profit, 44% ROI. You could do the math either way right there, just minus 33% or right around there. And we can see, nice example winning product here. And buy box is actually going higher here in some cases on Keepa, closer to like 44 here, which would be even more profit on that. So that's the name of the game with Storefront stock. And you guys can literally start out going through these listings on your own here, and you're going to see a lot of stuff that sells quick in these seller storefronts, starting out on these winning products or close products we took a look at. And then you're going to see a lot of other stuff that sells quick, and go ahead and make that stuff profitable. Now we're going to go over what I'm sure some of you guys are thinking, okay, how the heck do I get ungated though? So ungating is really confusing for beginners, but it's actually pretty simple if you understand a few core things. Ungating and gating is basically getting Amazon's permission to sell a product. The nice thing is, even if you're a complete beginner with no sales history, all big websites and brand websites work for ungating in 2025. Say you want to unlock like any of these vinyls. Some of those vinyls honestly might have been auto ungate, but say you go ahead and go to list them on Amazon. It says, hey, we need documents for it, right? All you have to do is buy 10 from Target or 10 plus or multiple orders that combine to 10 plus of an item. And then you download the order confirmation email you get as a PDF, and that's what you submit off to Amazon as your documentation. Where a lot of people go wrong is they don't know that getting declined for ungates and just having to resubmit the same info or adding more information to that purchase is normal. It's completely normal. But a lot of people just get a little frustrated and just discouraged when they get denied. I'm going to guarantee you it's going to typically happen 10 to 15 times per brand. Don't worry about what Amazon says in those denials. All big websites work: Target, Walmart, Kohl's, or any brand websites, Nautica for Nautica, Yankee Candle for Yankee Candle, etc. There are brands that require 100 plus units. I'd recommend just sticking to 10 units for now as a beginner. Just do a lot of storefront stocking. You're even going to come across a lot of auto ungate approval products too that you don't even need to submit documentation for. And I got a special treat for you. I went ahead and put together a big list of automatic ungate products for you guys where you can download it completely free at the link in the description right here. A few easy examples is like the Stafford brand, Danner, Red Hearts. You can use any ASINs in these brands. Just go on Amazon seller and hit add a product, and then just go ahead and make sure, select new condition, and then hit apply to sell and request approval. And if it asks for documents, it's gated and you're going to need an order confirmation email. Or if it starts to ask for like quantity and price stuff, it's an auto ungate and that's good to go. So make sure you go through a bunch of these here. There's instructions on how to do it. It's really, really important to take a look at that right there. There's also some frequently asked questions too. So make sure you go through the auto ungate list. It's free. It's really helpful, and you'd be surprised, even with no sales history, how much stuff is auto ungate. People comment on my videos all the time, hey, everything is gated. That's because you're not actually doing auto ungates. Use this resource. It's free. Take a look at it at the link in the description. The final step to the process, guys, is going to be listing your products on Amazon and actually creating Amazon FBA shipments, which gets significantly easier using the Boxum shipment software, which makes listing, shipping, actually knowing all your numbers and your analytics significantly easier right here. So if you want to see a full box tutorial, I'll link it right at the end of this video right here. But don't overthink, guys. Listing and shipping is nice and easy. This video is here to help you get your first couple products in ASAP so you can go ahead and start the shipment process. If you want personalized one-on-one help directly from me, guys, take a look down below at the link in the description for my coaching program application. I've helped tons of people win with online arbitrage, guys. part-time, people from all over the country, even all over the world. If you're looking for personal help from me, now's a great time to do that with the Q4 holiday season fast approaching. So go down below to the link in the description, put in your information and apply. You can speak with my student success manager, Aaron. And if you want to see the entire Amazon FBA shipment process using Boxsum, click right here for a full shipment tutorial. And if you want to see me do some auto ungate live product sourcing, click right here for a full auto ungate sourcing tutorial as well. Make sure to subscribe for more. Let me know any questions in the comments. See you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.